II. And this game, at a symbolic level, represented this battle between two teams that when the game ends, they're willing to die for each other. It represents a continuity in the home front. Football was there when the troops left. It's going to be there when they come back. Football is being played under the most trying conditions as some of the darkest days in American history.
A season ago, the Miami Redhawks resurrected their glory days, claiming their first MAC title since 2010 and record 16th overall. Last year's title game offensive MVP, stud wideout Jack Sorensen looks to repeat. But on the other side, the boss of Ball State's defense, Bryce Cosby, says Detroit or bust for us. College football on CBS Sports Network, presented by Geico. Lights, camera, Maction. The high-flying offense of Ball State takes on last year's champ, Miami of Ohio. Welcome on back. It's Maction on CBS Sports Network. John Sadak alongside a man who had 7 years in the league, Ross Tucker, on the offensive line. It's the reigning champs against a high-powered offense. A lot to love tonight.
And finally, we're here at Maction. I mean, I've done a couple MAC games before, but never a midweek Maction game. And we have the game of the night. The defending champs in Miami against a Ball State team. I think they're loaded, John. I think they're the favorites in the MAC West.
And we have outstanding stars on each side. For Miami, they had the best freshman in the MAC a year ago in Brett Gabbert.
That name should sound familiar. Yes, he is the younger brother of Blaine Gabbert, but he made a name for himself last year in a major way. Freshman of the year in the conference. He was an early enrollee, so he had to get it all done in camp. Tough, smart, had a great freshman year.
Ball State had a great season offensively, led by their spirited duo in the backfield, Drew Plitt, Caleb Huntley, who really shined the last time these teams met.
Yeah, both those guys tore up the Redhawks last year. I mean, they both had awesome seasons in general. Plitt is exactly what you would expect from a redshirt senior. Led the MAC in touchdown passes last year and was third in yards. Huntley was second team all-conference, and he's the third leading rusher returning in the MAC. He's a stud.
That outstanding talent, led by a former great quarterback, Mike New, won a conference crown with Ball State as the player of the year back in 1993. He'll call the plays this year. Chuck Martin is not calling either side of the ball for the first time as a head man, but he has turned around Miami from doormat to dominant force. These are the COVID protocols in the stadium. About 600 people, 4 per player, and friends and family allowed. Face masks, of course, required, along with social distancing, pregame health screening, and 18 NFL scouts are here tonight. Ball State won the toss, deferred, so Miami will have the ball at the game start. This is the Redbird rivalry, given rivalry status in 2017. And a deep kick means a touchback. So we'll get our first look at the reigning champs and Brett Gabbert in his sophomore campaign. The third MAC freshman of the year in program lore. The first two pretty good. Dylan McCullough and Ben Roethlisberger both made their way to the league.
Absolutely. And, you know, those numbers in and of itself aren't overly impressive, but they just like the calm he had late in games. It's one reason why they were 5-0 in one-score games a year ago.
Ontario Russell, the redshirt freshman at tailback. That's a question mark for Miami. And Russell off the left side, not a whole lot. Gets ripped down after only a yard. The rest of the offense for these Redhawks, the offensive line, Tommy Doyle is probably the reason most of the scouts are here tonight.
I was just going to say, you mentioned the 18 NFL scouts. That's because Tommy Doyle is the #1 ranked NFL prospect in the MAC, 6'8", 318, and he moves extremely well.
Davion Johnson has entered a tailback out of the gun here. Johnson gets fed, gets pounded right near the line of scrimmage. Second straight tackle for Brandon Martin. And here's the defense for Ball State, including Christian Albright, who's a master of tackles for loss.
Well, he had 22.5 for his career. That's second of any returner in the MAC. They utilize him in a bunch of different ways, but he's one of the elite edge rushers in the conference. 10.5
TFLs, as the kids call them, a season ago. 3rd and 10 for Miami. They struggled on 3rd down a year ago. The fire caught short of the sticks, and he'll be shy by about a yard. Graham brought in by Jack Coldiron, the backup at tight end, 4th and a yard.
This is just good defense here by Ball State. Zone coverage, you let the tight end catch it, make sure you rally to the football, tackle him short of the line to gain. 4th and 1 might be a little tempting, but Chuck Martin's an old school defensive-minded head coach. He's not going to go for it from here.
Dom Jobin on the punt. Miami had stud special teamers, including Sam Sloman, who got drafted as a kicker, an outstanding kickoff place kicker. They're question marks this year. Justin Hall gets rocked. You can hear that all the way upstairs. Furious hit.
Oh my word. It was like he didn't see him coming.
Jaden Rucker-Furlow unleashes a fury.
I mean, Justin Hall might have to take a furlough after that hit. Wow. I mean, that was unbelievable job on punt coverage, and that's one area where Miami has excelled, special teams.
Justin Hall has excelled. He's Ball State's top pass catcher. Ball in the belly of Huntley. Gets a few yards after contact. He specializes in that, shedding Mike Brown to earn a couple. At QB1, Drew Plitt, the top returnee in the MAC in touchdowns and yards per game.
Trying to figure out how he wasn't all conference. Not first team, not second team, not third. How do you lead the conference in points per game, touchdowns, third in yards? He mentioned to us yesterday, it bothers him. He's got a chip on his shoulder about it.
He said he couldn't tell you the reason. 4 wide here. Their balanced offense. Blitz comes. Slings it out, incomplete. Hall in the area. Draped in coverage by Mike Brown. 3rd down. And the rest of the offense, you saw Justin Hall get lit up on the return try. He has lit up opposing defenses. 208 career catches, most among active players in the FBS.
Right, they told us, their offensive coordinator Kevin Lynch said, we're going to get the ball to him in a lot of different ways. You already saw that he's the returner. They'll give him jet sweeps, quick wide receiver screens. They want the ball to number 11.
Plitt needing 8. Pressure coming. Plitt feeling it, and he's down. Sacked back at the 20. Piercing pressure from Dominique Robinson, the converted wide receiver to defensive lineman. You don't hear that every day.
They just moved him to D-line from wide receiver. Watch the top of your screen. Robinson, left side, he's going to make a move on the top, and you can bet he's got some closing speed as a former receiver. Plitt did well, really, just to hold on to the football there.
That's a big, big guy to have been a wideout, right?
Well, I think once he got moved, he realized he could eat a little bit more. I think he was having a tough time staying a wide receiver. That's why they moved him.
Nathan Snyder, the punt. Jack Sorensen, the fair catch. So defense dominant on each side of the ball at the start. The Redbird rivalry is back. Maction has returned.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Get an insurance quote at USAA.com/quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
Why pay over $100 a month for cable when it's half the cost for Fubo TV? Get all the channels you want with all the entertainment you love for the price that cable can't beat. Try free at FuboTV.com.
Old Trapper Beefs. Extreme drinks.
Woo! See you at the top, suckers.
Old Trapper. What's your beef?
With ServPro, our expert cleaning service helps reduce the spread of viral pathogens. Put the certified ServPro Clean Shield in your window and let your customers know that you're committed to a higher standard of clean. For a free quote, visit servpro.com.
Patty,
100%.
Patty, patty. The flavor, the way they cook it, the way they season it, the way that it's made. Queso burger.
Hey, Lisa, let me help you with that. Thank you. You should look into shopping online at Chewy. You can get that big bag of dog food delivered to your door.
Plus, Chewy ships fast and free.
Free?
Yeah. Check it out. We get all of our pets' food and toys. They even have prescriptions.
Don't forget about Tucker's new ride.
Oh, does that come in Bosco size?
Get fast, free 1 to 2 day shipping with Chewy. Download the app today.
Dominique Robinson caught 14 balls a year ago. He caught a quarterback sack in his first game as a defensive lineman. Ross, what are your keys on each side?
Well, for Ball State, protect the ball. They did a pretty good job of it last year, +8 in the turnover margin, and make them run. Miami's without their top 2 running backs. Don't let them throw the ball to their talented receivers. For Miami, win the trenches. If they have an edge anywhere, it's up front with guys like Doyle and Godlewski, and just keep it close defensively. We mentioned they were 5-0 in one-score games. Pretty much the exact opposite for Ball State. Miami believes they'll win if it's close in the fourth quarter.
They win close games. They win at home. Heck, they haven't known a deficit. You were just talking about it before we came on air. 23 straight games.
I've never heard of that. They've had a lead in 23 straight games. What are the odds of that?
Showing motion from the tight end Mihalik. Ontario Russell. And the D-lines are winning the battle early. Only a couple of yards there as Russell gets smothered.
Really interesting to see the defenses get off to such a good start, especially from a tackling perspective. Talking with the coaches, they were very nervous about that. This is the first game. They've watched a lot of other college football as different conferences have opened up over the preceding 6-7 weeks, and it's been a lot of bad football, a lot of mistakes, a lot of missed tackles. Not in this game so far.
And look out for Jack Sorensen, their top wideout, bottom right, motion from Cold Iron, the backup tight end. Gabbard fakes the handoff, hammered as he throws, dropped by a sure-handed target right near the sticks. He was looking for Sorensen.
That is surprising for Sorensen to not catch that ball, because Gabbard took a lick and was still able to deliver it right to Sorensen, who absolutely, watch the hit from the backside. Wow, there might be some helmet-to-helmet there on the side of his face mask, right into 13's chest. Bottom of your screen, right to Sorensen, little comeback route. He had him. It's good coverage, but even Sorensen will tell you he should catch that.
Here's another 3rd and long, creeping pressure up front. The flag flutters.
Now it's 3rd and longer.
Now referee Jeremy Valentine, replay official Ken Myers in this MAC crew.
You know, you wonder now, when you get 3rd and 13, this is usually where you see screens, you see draws, especially early in the game, early in the season. You don't want to make that early turnover, early critical error in your own territory.
Wide receiver Kevin Davis was in the backfield. He goes out late, swing it to Sorensen, bodies in front, and there's Christian Albright to rip him down to the 41-yard line. So a gain of about 8 yards, 4th and 5, and another trek for the punt unit.
Kind of what we expected, right? A wide receiver screen there, conservative play. Nice job by Albright. You know, he's known for tackles for loss, but to be able to redirect and make the play on that wide receiver slip screen shows Albright has some versatility.
And it also seems like Miami is seeking some rhythm without Jalen Bester, without Tyree Shelton, their top two returning tailbacks, each lost due to Achilles injuries. Jobin slams the punt. Justin Hall backpedaling. He's going to take a shot again. And he's going to be dropped at the 10-yard line. Outstanding coverage on a second straight punt. Well, Miami gets it done on specials, and Ball State will have a 90-yard trek. Game still seeking its first score.
When you shoot the Zesty Burger Sauce Rapids on this new double cheeseburger papadilla, oh, you're gonna wanna capsize in that Chunderdome of meat, cheese, and pickles. The new double cheeseburger papadilla and the return of double cheeseburger pizza. Papa John's.
I could only eat on one side of my mouth, so it would be painful for me. Clear Choice put my fears to rest first.
Implants are going to give people that full aspect of their life back. The transformation, it really can be done in one day because we have the whole team there in one place.
Getting dental implants gives you back your confidence, your security, your stability.
The Bissell Crosswave Cordless Max lets you vacuum and wash your floors at the same time. Dry messes, wet messes, even area rugs. It uses clean water, and the Bissell Sanitize formula eliminates 99.9% of bacteria. The brush roll mops, scrubs, and sweeps, while powerful suction pulls the dirty water into a separate tank. It's cordless for cleaning freedom. It even cleans itself.
And when you buy Bissell, you help save homeless pets.
See more at BissellCrosswave.com.
So I had to quit college to help my mom, but I never wanted to quit my dream of a career in IT.
There are 200,000 unfilled IT support roles in America. On Coursera, you can earn Google's IT Support Professional Certificate designed to prepare you for an IT support career in about 5 months for $49 a month. No degree or experience needed.
My job now is amazing. I can spend more time with my family.
Find courses, certificates, and degrees on Coursera. Join for free at Coursera.org. Coursera, your course to success.
College football on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. By Verizon. The network more people rely on gives you more. And by Road. Don't weaken.
Miami and Ball State first met in 1931. The Redbird rivalry only in its 4th year, but it was a big rivalry without the hardware in the 90s when Mike New was the Ball State quarterback. And he's trying to pass that legacy on. He tells his players, including quarterback Drew Plitt, we don't like them, they don't like us. Plitt off the pump, taking a deeper shot, wide open. Antoine Davis, the first big play of the game, and they get chunks nearly to midfield. Sterling Weatherford drops it.
Well, and the whole key to that was the protection. Look, it's a 7-man protection there, so that means there's only 3 guys out in the route, dropped coverage. Plitt had all day to find Davis middle of the field. He's their tough receiver, not really the big play guy, but Miami lost him.
Caleb Huntley, he's a big tailback, runs out of an ankle tackle and then gets popped by Ryan McWood, the former walk-on who led Miami in tackles a year ago. He earns the 47, gain of 4.
Watch the right guard right here. You're going to see as he pulls this way, he's not going to get enough depth, and they're going to be able to come off the edge.
And you have seen the D-lines win battles early on in this game. Plitt, another deeper shot, bit of a chance. Davis wants a flag. Jaden Rucker Furlow alongside him. Weatherford there as well.
Yeah, dangerous pass by Plitt. It's a post into a safety in the middle of the field there. He's lucky that Weatherford wasn't able to get a little bit more of a jump and pick that pass off.
It wobbled a bit there. Did that get deflected? Were there fingers on that?
I don't know if it did, but you're right. One way or the other, it wasn't a spiral.
3rd down and 6, Hall in motion. That's their biggest weapon. They want to use in as many ways as possible. Plitt locked right side, and the quick slant's got the first down. Another tackle from McWood, but a big grab for Johannes Tyler, who was the master of the big play a season ago.
They really like Johannes Tyler. All kinds of abilities from New Orleans, Louisiana. Mike New has ties down in New Orleans, and when he first got the job at Ball State, recruited the area and brought in a few studs like Tyler.
Mike New scouted for the Saints, quarterback coach with Tulane and the Saints. Huntley showing the shake and the power. Cecil Singleton takes him out after a gain of about 4.
I almost feel like that's the prototype body for an offense, or for a running back these days. 5'10", 230. I mean, anymore, it's like the shorter you are, the heavier you are, as you see the Miami defensive lineup.
Yeah, I thought offensive coordinator Kevin Lynch put it best. He said when God made a tailback, he made him look like Caleb Huntley. There's the defense for Miami, including Cameron Butler up front. Plitt off the fake and the boot. Go up and get it, Antoine Davis. He's been the favored target early. Covered there by the nickelback and Cecil Singleton, first down.
Love the boot action. Everything's going left, and then when Davis comes back to the right, McWood, the linebacker, is going to be trailing because McWood has to have flow with the run the opposite direction. Absolutely love any type of bootleg action. It's almost impossible for the second-level defenders, the linebackers, to be right. I mean, they're either going to be late on the run or they're going to over-pursue too much for the receiver coming back the other way.
Showing option, Plitt keeps here. Will Jones is back. Big block. And Plitt will take the extra yards and scoot out of bounds. He's going to move the sticks here.
They don't do a ton of this. You'll see Plitt, little fake right there, and then watch Jones, 24, the backup running, come out there and get some. Get a block right there. Right there gets Plitt another 7 yards. Love the effort by the backup running back.
And Jones, one of many former walk-ons, big part of the puzzle of this Ball State team, along with fullback tight end Cody Rudy. Bunch trips. Late motion, fade it to Justin Hall, sweeping his path, takes the hit and powers into the end zone, steamrolling Sterling Weatherford, touchdown, Ball State.
Well, he's known as a speed guy, but he finished with some power. Quick jet sweep, opposite of the action. Only one guy can make the play, Weatherford, and Hall ran right through him. I thought he was going to make a move, go to the left, go to the right. He went right through him.
Jack Knight on for the point after. Do you think he had visions of that punt contact early in the game?
I don't know, but Hall's been involved in 2 of the more physical plays I've seen in a while already.
Point after is good. Well, you called it, my friend. You said their coaching staff professed we're going to find the ball for Hall.
And Hall knows exactly what to do with it. He's known as being fast. He shows he's got some power as well.
This is the new iPhone 12 Pro with 5G, and it's on AT&T, the fastest nationwide 5G network.
Now new and existing customers can get our best deal.
Really? Mom, AT&T has the deal for new and existing customers. I will.
So what'd she say?
It's the wrong person. It's a guy named Carl, but he's very excited and on his way.
Word-of-mouth advertising. It's what they did before commercials.
It's not complicated. Everyone gets our best deal, like the amazing iPhone 12 on us.
When you shoot the zesty burger sauce rapids on this new double cheeseburger papadilla, oh, you're gonna want to capsize in that Chunderdome of meat, cheese, and pickles. The new double cheeseburger papadilla and the return of double cheeseburger pizza. Papa John's.
Apartments.com makes getting into a new home easier than ever.
I thought you loved me.
Apartments.com, the most popular place to find a place.
Don't worry, Julie. Coughing's not new. This woman coughs, and that guy does too. People cough in the country, at sea, and downtown. But don't worry, Julie. Robitussin shuts coughs down.
One shake, and cats come running. So, be careful what you shake. Temptations cat treats. All it takes is a shake.
It's time for Sleep Number's Veterans Day sale on the new Sleep Number 360 smart bed.
What if I sleep hot?
Or cold? No problem. With temperature balancing, you can sleep better together.
Can it help keep me asleep?
Absolutely. It intelligently senses your movements and automatically adjusts to keep you both effortlessly comfortable.
Will it help me keep up with Mom?
You got this.
So, you can really promise better sleep?
Not promise, prove. And now save up to $700 on the new Sleep Number 360 smart bed, only for a limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
Back in Oxford, Ohio, 7-0 Ball State, 11 yards for number 11, Justin Hall. 6 regular season games. Our Fast Facts brought to you by Tums. In the MAC, you'll have to play at least 3 to qualify for the championship. It'll go by winning percentage. Only divisional play after this week. This is a crossover game. Championship comes on Friday, December the 18th. And you think it's a unique twist to have one non-divisional game that counts?
Well, you only have one crossover game, and it counts. It seems to me like if you only had one crossover, maybe it'd be a little bit more equitable to not have that count, because who that one crossover game is against means a lot. I mean, you only have 6 games, and so the one crossover is significant. Kind of luck of the draw a little bit.
There are only 2 games in the MAC that have rivalry status. This one and Bowling Green, Toledo, proximity, a big part of it. There's a knee and a touchback as we'll go back to the touchdown. What did you see, Ross?
Seeing this more and more, John, you're going to see jet sweep flow to the weak side. Ivan Pace, the linebacker, number 0, he's the only one with a shot. He's got to make that play right there. He's got to see it coming, and he's got to trigger and go. If you delay, you've got no shot. He's really the only guy, based on the design of that play, that even has an opportunity to make the play there. It's not easy, but it's a play that Ivan Pace Jr. has to make.
That's a man who had a record-setting sack day against Akron a season ago. Davion Johnson gets fed, following that right side, goes through the arm tackle of Christian Albright. Antonio Phillips helps to finish him 2 yards shy. By the way, Ross, all these references to Flo, are these ball jokes about me? Is that?
No. You know, it's so funny, though. We watch this run by Johnson. Breaks an arm tackle there, and then what a stick by Phillips there. You know, there's 18 NFL scouts here. That guy's a pro, too, Antonio Phillips, and you have to show as a bigger corner that you're a willing tackler. That's the kind of hit they want to see.
Out of pistol depth here. Lots of room on the right side. And Ontario Russell gets out of bounds, gets the first down. Helped out a play by Jalen Thomas, who is defensive coordinator Tylen Stockton dubbed the best linebacker in the MAC.
We were asking him about all his guys, and he was giving a lot of praise. And when we brought his name up, Jalen Thomas, he said, best linebacker in the MAC, next level player. And there is Stockton right there, 30 years old. Second youngest FBS defensive coordinator in the country, former Notre Dame defensive lineman.
He did his research on us before we spoke to him.
I know.
Motion from Davis. Davis trying to stretch it out. And Kevin Davis, who's gone from running back to wide receiver to running back, goes nearly to the first down marker. He'll be a yard shot.
So that time it was a jet sweep again. Miami's going to go right on the football, but that time it was to the strong side, and it wasn't really flow away. But it's just so hard. You know, when they get those quick jet sweeps, John, there's really only 2 guys that have a chance to make that play. The D-end to the play side and the outside linebacker to the play side. Otherwise, he's on the safety. He's on the safety now.
Do they need to get to the edge because they haven't been able to win between the tackles?
Well, I think that's what they're trying to do for sure. Plus, it also stretches out the defense horizontally.
More motion here. Ontario Russell. Oh, what a fake by Gabbert. He got them and me, and he gets another first down, Miami's first traction of the night.
So Gabbert, you'll watch, it's a zone read, puts it in the belly, pulls it as soon as he sees the close, and that's Thomas's play all the way. You know, when you see the defensive end close that hard on the zone read, that means the linebacker to that side is scraping over the top. He was in position. Gabbert just had a little bit more quickness than Thomas realized.
When do you think about taking a shot?
Right about now.
Late pressure comes. Play fake. Gabbert doesn't have much. Gets a block on the edge. He throws. Flag down, and he overshot his target, looking for Sorensen. Well, they do take a chance on play action with last year's Freshman of the Year. We'll get word from referee Jeremy Valentine.
Prior to the ball being thrown, holding defense number 21. 10-yard penalty enforced from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Antonio Phillips.
You watch deep in the middle of the field. Two Miami receivers right there in the middle ran into each other. That is not how it's designed. It's hard to take a shot when two receivers have to slow down because they run into each other. That means one of them did not have the correct depth on their route. It's the details, John, that make a huge difference every level of football.
Ball State did not have A.J. Uzodinma, the second outstanding corner in the starting lineup. He was limited in practice this week and limited on that left edge as Kendrick. He shows some flow. Gets some help from Clayton Call to finish him off. Tomorrow, 7 Eastern, knockout artist Melvin Manoff returns to the cage to fight Corey Anderson in a light heavyweight contest. Bellator 251. Catch it all on the 24-hour home of CBS Sports.
They should let Rucker Furlow in that match after the hit he had on Hall earlier. That was unreal.
And we have seen some physicality early. Sold the fake. Gabbard. Wide open Sorensen. That's his favorite target. And it's down and goal on the first big play for the Redhawks.
Just a little play action when the guard pulls like that. The linebackers are going to step up, and Miami's in business.
And they're running tempo here. Davion Johnson, not a whole lot. Emeka Jelani in there to take him down to the 5. Our red zone brought to you by Verizon. They had trouble with touchdown last year, Ross, 52%, but that skewed some because they played a hellacious non-conference schedule.
It's a great point. You know, when you're playing Iowa and Ohio State, you're not going to have great numbers necessarily in the red zone. You know, some of these teams go tempo, and they're not really organized. That was an easy stop there. That was like a giveaway play by Miami.
They licked the motion. The run game, and Ball State felt that coming. Ontario Russell had nothing, and Ball State's got it. Big man football. Jelani. The gallop breaking the plane of the 30, and the game's first turnover belongs to the Cardinals.
Emeka Jelani gets the ball. You don't see that very often. They're talking about it right now. There was a nice hit, two different linebackers on the ball carrier there. Take a look at it.
On the field was a fumble recovered by the defense. First down, Ball State.
So there's Bryce Cosby and Jordan Williams up top. It looks like Chris Adjaman comes in helping to try to knock it free. Is he down there?
Ball didn't come out till late, but I'm not sure if a shin or a knee or an elbow or a shoulder or anything, if any body part was down before he was down. They're going to have to take a look at it.
Ken Myers, replay official. Now, Jelani grew up in London playing soccer, swimming, and playing rugby. That looked like a rugby play when he scooped it up.
Let's watch this angle. The ball isn't ripped out until way late, but I'm not sure. They were kind of holding him up, and there's bodies around him. Is anything on the ground? Oh, no, that ball's out. I think that ball's out before a knee or an elbow touches the ground. One more angle here. Good job by Williams. Now watch. No, you know what? The knee wasn't down. The elbow wasn't down. They ripped that ball out right before the elbow went down. And Jelani showing the athleticism to pick it up. Watch. No knee is down for sure. And before an elbow touches, that's a tough angle. You know, the one thing is it the left shoulder. This is another tough angle, I think. Yeah, the only question in my mind is whether or not his left shoulder was down before the ball was ripped out. I don't think it was, John. One more look.
And this is something that Ball State was great at a year ago. They led the MAC top 15 in the country in turnovers gained and turnover margin.
This is the best angle. Watch the ball. His knees are not down. Watch his left shoulder. Ball's out. That's a fumble.
After review, it was determined that the ball did come out before the runner was down. The ruling on the field is confirmed. 1st and 10, Ball State.
You called it. And Ross, you also talked about leading up to this game, looking at the outstanding offensive numbers for Ball State and their turnover numbers, and you were scratching your head saying, how the heck did they win 5 games when the turnover belt is out?
It's unbelievable. Jelani, that was the best fumble return by a 300-pound defensive lineman from London I've ever seen. I'm calling it right now. There's no way there's been a 300-pound lineman from London that's had a better pickup, scoop, and not quite score, but at least go for a while.
I hope he has a thick Cockney accent, too. Put it on the ground, Huntley, and he gets dropped. Manny Rugamba, part of the contact there. Now, these teams have come out firing, and a helmet came off Joseph Boggs there.
Look at the cast he's got on his right hand.
That's a club.
Wow. That is not easy to play with that.
Did you ever have that in your days on the line?
You know what? I did, actually. As you see, Ball State's going to bring in Patrick Lyons to replace him. My rookie year, John, with the Washington Redskins at the time, I broke my left hand. So the last preseason game, I had a club and I was using it. I had a club and I wasn't afraid to use it.
Motion from Hall, reading the defense. Plitt follows Huntley. And they try to rip the ball free, but Ivan Pace stopped forward progress first and chirping thereafter. But one thing to note, Ross, for Ball State, while they return a lot, they are very thin on the offensive line. Every backup is a freshman.
Watch this. I thought they were going to body slam Plitt here. Watch this. They lift him up, get him up. I thought they were going to body slam him, right? Look at that. I don't know how he didn't go down. Cam Butler, number 82, is laughing. That's a smart job by Miami to hold up there, because if they slammed them down, they would have gotten a penalty. That's well done.
Plitt on 3rd and 4. Checking down. Dangerous ball picked off and dropped. That's a live ball and recovered by Miami. So that is an interception, fumbled and recovered by Manny Rugamba and the Redhawks. Whistles, Blair. Miami furiously pointing, we've got the football, and Drew Plitt can't believe it.
And they're talking about it again. This is the second time in 4 plays. They're not sure if it's a fumble or not. I mean, if that was an interception and a fumble, the defensive back did not have it very long.
We saw the beanbag hit.
The ruling on the field is an incomplete forward pass, 4th down.
What did you see, Ross?
Well, it happened so quickly. Let's take a look at it. I mean, he had Davis open. It was a high throw by Plitt. And then Weatherford has it, one. No, he never had it. Never had it. Good job by the officials. Watch. He never puts it away. It was kind of a slippery watermelon there in his hands the whole time. He was never really able to tuck that bad boy away. Good job by the officials. They're 2 for 2 there now.
Weatherford, who led the team in pass breakups a year ago, has been trucked going in and has dropped an interception. Sorensen brings in the fair catch. We'll step aside. We have seen some big-time hits. Maction is back.
Love Jersey Mike subs? Love them times 12 with our new catering box. Packed full of a dozen individually wrapped subs. They're yours for the sharing. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
At Chewy, we know walks are made better with our furry friends, and we're here to make those walks easier every step of the way. From tasty treats on the go to toys that keep them moving. Whether it's rain or shine, get everything they need, even prescriptions to help them stay healthy. At Chewy, we have leashes, toys, and treats for every kind of walk, delivered right to your door. Get fast, free 1 to 2 day shipping. Visit chewy.com today.
When fire and water threaten your business, hand the cleanup over to the team that stays with you every step of the way in your journey back. 1-800-SERVPRO and ServPro.com, like it never even happened.
DiGiorno has 7 delicious crusts, and your family food critics will rave. Rising Crust is fresh baked deliciousness. Stuffed crust is literally mouth-watering. There's a 5-star pizza for everyone in your family to love. It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno.
Why pay over $100 a month for cable when it's half the cost for Fubo TV? Get all the channels you want, with all the entertainment you love, for the price that cable can't beat. Try free at FuboTV.com.
What is that?
Mine. Why?
It's just that it's...
Lavender? Yes, it is. Old Spice. It's for men.
But I like the smell of it.
You don't need a big meeting. You don't need a birthday. You don't need any excuse at all. You just need to love subs. Times 12. So go ahead and cater to your craving. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Back at Oxford, Ball State leads Miami 7-0. Miami last week suspended 3 freshman players indefinitely after their arrests for alleged involvement in a fight at a fraternity house. Tight end James Bamba, wide receiver Dimitri Mitsopoulos face misdemeanor assault charges. Defensive back TJ Rush faces a criminal trespass charge stemming from the incident in early October. Mitsopoulos, no longer with the team, entered the transfer portal the day the charges were announced. And with about 600 people in the stands here tonight, it's the first game in the MAC. Miami and Ball State getting their seasons started. Gabbert late under center. And a handoff and another furious hit. The line up front is having a hard time creating holes, and Jack Sape, along with Jimmy Daw, plow down Zach Kahn. It's been punt, fumble.
Well, they did move the ball on the last drive. They just had that unfortunate fumble, so they started to get it going a little bit with the play action. They got a lot of returners on the offensive line. They really feel like that's a strength for them.
The 2 of them had declared for the NFL draft when the MAC at first was going to play a spring season. Last minute of the quarter, play fake to Kahn, and in a tight window, flags out. Antonio Phillips with contact against Jack Sorensen.
Boy, Phillips is a good-looking corner. Bottom of the screen, it's man-to-man coverage. Right hand, you can't grab right there. You know, you're okay until you grab.
Pass interference, defense number 21. The ball be placed at the spot of the foul, automatic first down.
He's first team All-League a year ago. Watch list for the Thorpe Award, the Nagurski, the Bednarik. And DC Tyler Stockton said he's everything you want in an NFL corner.
Yeah, I was told today by an NFL scout that there are several teams with a draftable grade on him. I like the physicality, but once you grab and he tries to make an in-breaking route, they're going to see the hole right there. Don't grab the jersey.
Seems like they've had issue with these younger backs getting them shaped up right. And Russell got his spot late, but gets to the 31, a pickup of about 6 yards. Brock Burns in there on the contact.
They'll take that every time. 6 yards on first down on just an inside zone scheme to the right side. That sets up everything else they want to do off of play action.
A 2nd down and 4. Motion from Seth Kearns. Had some juice on it. Davian Johnson makes a man miss. Nice shift on Jalen Thomas, and he gets the first down and more up the sideline.
Little juke right there by Johnson in space.
So we are through 1 quarter of play. Miami on the move, Ball State in the driver's seat. One at a time, the mantra, as they say, Detroit or bust. You are watching college football on CBS Sports Network, presented by Geico.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served 1 tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Get an insurance quote at USAA.com/quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
I wonder who thought of the idea to come up with Oreo in an espresso shake, to mix espresso and a shake.
And the ice cream.
You sprinkle some Oreo on top of that, just really gives it that razzmatazz.
Espresso shake. That's good razzmatazz.
Good razzmatazz.
It's great.
DiGiorno has 7 delicious crusts, and your family food critics will rave. Rising Crust is fresh baked deliciousness. Stuffed crust is literally mouthwatering. There's a 5-star pizza for everyone in your family to love. It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno.
The new razor from Harry's is not the same. It's our sharpest ever. And while some other companies would charge more for something new, we don't. Because why be like everyone else? Harry's, not the same.
Coursera is liberating because it let me change my whole life.
Welcome to Coursera, career-advancing courses and degrees from universities like the University of Illinois, Yale, and the University of London, 100% online.
It allows you to get a high-quality degree at a rate that you can afford.
I'm now a sort of full-stack developer, and I've got skills that I know are in demand.
Join Coursera for free at Coursera.org. Coursera, your course to success.
Why pay over $100 a month for cable when it's half the cost for Fubo TV? Get all the channels you want, with all the entertainment you love, for the price that cable can't beat. Try free at FuboTV.com.
A logo can do more than identify your company. It can connect in meaningful ways, energize your team, and inspire your customers. We're 4imprint, and we know your logo on the right product can create moments that matter. With 30 years of experience and thousands of products to choose from, we guarantee your order will be right the first time, on time, and for a great price. Be certain that the right moments will matter. Explore thousands of promotional products at 4imprint.com. 4imprint, for certain.
Miami is known for its coaching pedigree, called the cradle of coaches. It's a who's who. Paul Brown, Ara Parseghian, Bo Schembechler, Woody Hayes, John Harbaugh. It's a couple of dozen names long, the outstanding football coaches that are connected in some way to Miami of Ohio.
How about Sean McVay? Sean McVay played here.
Miami on the drive, looking for its first score of 2020. Brett Gabbert, the sophomore signal caller. Seemed to be a little off with his back and Davion Johnson, and everything collapses thanks in part to Jordan Williams. That'll be a loss of a couple.
As soon as Gabbert gets up, he's talking to his running back Johnson there. That was not a clean mesh point or exchange, and you can see the frustration on his face.
How do you solve this? Because it seems like with a lot of personnel, they've had these little hiccups early tonight.
Boy, that was interesting. Johnson just didn't even go with the fake at all. He just started to block right away. You know, Johnson treated that like it was a called quarterback run. Didn't even give Gabbert the chance to put it in his belly.
Sorensen in motion. The top wideout returning for Miami. Play fake, pressured. Albright in his face. One-footed, throws it away. Smart move there by Gabbert, but now you're looking at 3rd and 12.
You know, they had a big play on that exact play to the other side in the first quarter, but that time Christian Albright was having none of it. They pull the guard one direction. Usually you get the linebackers to step up, and you've got the middle of the field should be wide open. But Albright was right there. Gabbert really didn't even have a chance. This could be another draw screen type play.
And a lot of 3rd and longs for Miami. Looks like Gabbert might be changing things up. Edge pressure shown by Brandon Martin. He's got a shot at him. Flip it out to Johnson. Nice one-handed grab. Settles his feet. And great movement upfield past Brett Anderson, who tripped up. That's going to be a first down.
We asked Gabbert yesterday, do you like when they blitz you? He said, if I see it coming, absolutely. Gets it out to Johnson right from where the blitz is. And Johnson has shown multiple times now already he is special when he gets the ball in the passing game in space. He's made a couple guys miss and gotten the extra yardage for first downs twice now.
There's Chuck Martin. 7th year as the head man. Former offensive coordinator at Notre Dame when they went to the BCS title tilt in 2013. Another play fake. Gabbert rolling, he's pressured, fires and throws it away. Heavy duress from Jordan Williams. But 2 big bodies are down for Miami. They lost Jalen Bester, their leader in carries, yards, and touchdowns a year ago. They lost Tyree Shelton, hurt during camp. Both with Achilles injuries. We're told maybe an outside chance of Bester later this year, and their top tight end.
It hurts. You know, you lose your top 2 running backs before the season even starts, although Johnson has acquitted himself well. And I'll just say this about that last play, John. That's a winning play by Gabbert. You know, he's still only a young player. Throwing the ball away in that situation, there's quarterbacks at the NFL level that haven't quite figured that out yet.
Ontario Russell, a sea of white jerseys with probing hands. Jimmy Daw, part of the pile. Where do you like, formation-wise, the most success from Miami? They've shown pistol, they've shown some shotgun single back, they've occasionally had him under center. Does anything seem to work best?
I think so far it's been the play-action game, whether he's been under center or in the gun. Although on 3rd and long, that's not going to work. If they think it might be 4-down territory, they could come with a surprise run. Here comes pressure from Ball State. Cross dog up front.
Gabbert steps up against that pressure, runs away, invites the contact, ball free, and Ball State pounces.
He's hurt.
And Gabbert, who got hurt on the last play of the first half when these teams met a year ago, oh, he is woozy. And you pain for the young man and hope he's all right.
Oh, man. That's tough to watch. As a former player, anytime you see a guy in that kind of situation, makes you queasy. He really tried to finish that run and get the first down, and that is a vicious helmet-to-helmet right there. And that ball dropped out right away.
Immediate timeout.
Bryce Cosby with the hit. All thoughts with Brett Gabbert, surrounded by the athletic training staff.
When it comes to buying a home, they say cash is king. But you're a queen, and that's just as powerful. You're armed with a verified approval from Rocket Mortgage. Sellers know your offer is good, so your bid has the strength to compete with cash offers. Now grab your crown and rule. That castle is yours. So when you need an edge in the bidding war, Rocket can.
It's time for Sleep Number's Veterans Day sale on the Sleep Number 360 smart bed. You can adjust your comfort on both sides, your Sleep Number setting.
Can it help me fall asleep faster?
Yes, by gently warming your feet.
But can it help keep me asleep?
Absolutely. It intelligently senses your movements and automatically adjusts to keep you both effortlessly comfortable.
Will it help me keep up with Mom?
You got this.
So you can really promise better sleep?
Not promise, prove. And now during our Veterans Day sale, save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition smart bed. Now $17.99. Only for a limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
More meat ounces means more meat bounces. Get any papadilla like the new double cheeseburger papadilla for just $6. Papa John's.
Find your rhythm, your happy place. Find your breaking point. Then break it. Every emergency gives you a potent blend of nutrients, so you can emerge your best with Emergency.
Apartments.com makes getting into a new home easier than ever. Apartments.com, the most popular place to find a place.
Well, there is Brett Gabbert, quarterback for Miami, with help, helmet off, after he took a shot to his helmet.
Yeah, watch this. They are reviewing it to see if it's a fumble, but I think they need to review it for targeting as well, because, look, he's obviously not a defenseless player, but that is forcible contact with the crown of the helmet there from Cosby. The ball is starting to come out before it knees down. Ooh, that's close. You can see it in his right hand as it's just left knee touches as the ball's still on his right hand. So again, we're looking at two different things here. Watch. See, from that angle, it looks like it's out. And that's definitely forcible contact with the crown of the helmet.
I mean, that's the spirit of the rules. You want plays like that out of the game, right?
It's exactly what they're trying to eliminate. Now, in fairness to Cosby, you know, Gabbert kind of put his helmet down too.
Right.
They can call that on the runner, but I don't think they're going to say that Gabbert did it with the, although look, he ducks his head too. So Gabbert ducks his head as well, but he's not trying to make forcible contact with the crown of his helmet. Cosby clearly is.
And you also feel like for Cosby, he's trying to avoid the crossfire of his teammate Brandon Martin there too.
Here's the thing, John. One way or the other, this is what they're trying to eliminate from the sport.
Right.
We all know that that is not good for you. Violent head-to-head blows. We saw what Gabbert was like at the end of that play, and he's just got taken into the locker room for evaluation.
Now, Gabbert suffered a sprained shoulder on the last play of the first half when these teams met in the regular season finale last year. That's when Chuck Martin and Miami knew they were going to the MAC title game. That was already sewn up, so they sat him and many others that were banged up in the second half, and Ball State ran roughshod 27-0 in the second and took the game.
You know, hindsight's 20/20, but Gabbert was a good 3 yards short of the first down there. That's a shot you really don't want to take, especially if you're 6 foot 205.
It looks like we'll get the ruling here. Referee Jeremy Valentine.
After video review, it's been determined that a targeting foul was committed by defense number 5. That 15-yard penalty will be assessed from the 37-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Miami from the 22-yard line because the targeting foul occurred prior to the fumble. Number 5 for the defense is disqualified for the remainder of the game.
So Cosby called for targeting. He's the man that defensive coordinator Tyler Stockton called the boss. He said he makes all the checks for the defense. He's got the most starting experience on the team.
35 starts. Started 12 games as a freshman, and that's why they call him the boss. He makes all the checks on the back end. Remember, this year, he doesn't have to leave. He can stay there. I don't know if that makes it more painful or not, John, that you can't play anymore, but you can stay.
So A.J. Mayer, the backup quarterback, and the run game gets a couple of yards. Now Mayer, a redshirt sophomore, redshirted in 2018, played 3 games a year ago, does not have a pass attempt in a game on his career.
They like him. They like him, though. He competed with Gabbert last year in camp. They said it was neck and neck. Gabbert just took a little bit better care of the football. So now both teams right now are down sort of the quarterback. Miami literally the quarterback, and Ball State the quarterback in the secondary.
Throw out to the side. Adam Halick, the tight end, driven down. And they'll pick up the first down here.
I like this. Early on, get him a throw in rhythm. Quick out pass to the tight end.
Hank Renda comes up with the stop. So the first career pass completion for Mayer. We'll see what kind of rhythm he can build.
And I'd also be alert for play action. You know, they lose their safety now. See if you can trick the backup.
Mayer taking a shot, lobbing to Sorensen. Incomplete, flag out. Aggressive defense from A.J. Uzodinma.
It's a good call. You know, I feel like the Ball State corners are too handy. They've got good coverage. They don't need to do that.
Pass interference, defense number 3. That foul occurred in the end zone. The ball be placed at the 2-yard line. Automatic first down.
See, you can see the jersey being tugged there. I mean, that, you know, they're going to call it. You can put your, watch his left hand, okay? You see the jersey being tugged. That is a red flag. That is asking the officials to throw it. You're giving them no choice. Look, I mean, it pulled his shoulder pads off. That's twice now. It's great to be a physical corner. When you grab the jersey, it's just too obvious.
Extra offensive lineman in, Reed Holski. Put it on the ground. Touchdown, Zach Cobb.
And that was the biggest hole of the night. Right behind the left tackle, Tommy Doyle, the future NFL draft pick, 54 down block, extra O-lineman down block. Look at that, he would have scored from 10 yards away.
Now the funky formation. Now remember that A.J. Mayer, the backup quarterback, is the holder on extra point and field goal.
That should be mandatory, by the way. Why is it a punter that can't throw? Make it the backup quarterback so you have that option.
Beckett, the point after, is good. Keep that in mind if they try to use that in a perhaps two-point conversion situation later this game or in the season. It's all even. Miami lost its leader, galvanized, ties the game.
When you shoot the zesty burger sauce rapids on this new double cheeseburger papadilla, oh, you're gonna want to capsize in that Chunderdome of meat, cheese, and pickles. The new double cheeseburger papadilla and the return of double cheeseburger pizza. Papa John's.
One shake and cats come running. So be careful what you shake. Temptations cat treats. All it takes is a shake.
I could only eat on one side of my mouth, so it would be painful for me. Clear Choice put my fears to rest first.
Implants are going to give people that full aspect of their life back. The transformation, it really can be done in one day because we have the whole team there in one place.
Getting dental implants gives you back your confidence, your security, your stability.
Fresh prepared meals made by chefs and nutritionists, fully cooked and ready to eat in 3 minutes. Wow, that's good. We don't have to cook anymore.
We don't have to cook anymore?
We don't have to cook anymore!
You don't have to cook anymore with Freshly. Now you can get nutritious, delicious meals delivered right to your door. Go to Freshly.com today.
A logo can do more than identify your company. It can connect in meaningful ways, energize your team, and inspire your customers. We're 4imprint, and we know your logo on the right product can create moments that matter. With 30 years of experience and thousands of products to choose from, we guarantee your order will be right the first time, on time, and for a great price. Be certain that the right moments will matter. Explore thousands of promotional products at 4imprint.com. 4imprint, for certain.
Sunday, it's an NFL on CBS doubleheader. Early games highlighted by the Ravens and their dynamic running game taking on the Colts. And one of football's classic rivalries renewed. Steelers clash with the Cowboys, where Kyler Murray and the Cardinals meet the Dolphins. It all begins with the NFL Today, noon Eastern, Sunday on CBS. And the greatest NFL connection of Miami, of Ohio, Big Ben Roethlisberger. One of your connections, Ross, from a roommate of yours in your Washington NFL playing days.
Yeah, my roommate Alex Solfstead, 2001, 2002 in Washington. I remember on Saturdays he used to listen to the radio. He said, we got a really good quarterback. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure you do. I'm sure Miami, Ohio has a great quarterback. It turned out to be Roethlisberger. So Alex Solfstead always knows the deal.
I was kind of hoping he would get out the pen and draw the differences in his face.
Oh my gosh, looks like a different person.
A lot of wins between those pictures. But here's Hall from the lip of his end zone. Gets a big block and gets tripped up. The pursuit from Miami on special teams has been brilliant. Matt Salopek, the latest one. Ben Roethlisberger's name litters the landscape here, including the indoor facility. And there's homage to him. You saw the big pillar underneath the scoreboard in the end zone. And there is QB1. Brett Gabbert, visibly woozy, left to go back to the athletic training area in the locker room after taking a helmet-to-helmet hit. Plitt underthrows his man, looking for Hall. But time of possession here, Ross, Miami is more than doubling up Ball State at this point. How does that impact things? Does it impact things?
I don't think it really does this early in the game. I think if anything, third quarter, maybe fourth quarter, that makes a difference. But right now, you know, it's really just about getting points on the scoreboard one way or the other.
How can Ball State get Caleb Huntley going? Outstanding running back. They feed him here. He sheds the first hit. It's the second pop from Mike Brown, helping out Ryan McWood. You know, Huntley is more of a punishing force, who really shined at fourth quarters last year.
Yeah, watch number 8 come across. Good kick-out block right there by the fullback. They love Cody Rudy. They said he's the toughest kid on the team. Fullbacks are basically kindred spirits of linemen. They're really just shorter linemen. I love them.
Played on 3rd and 5. In a tight window. Jaden Rucker-Furlow was all over Johannes Tyler, and Plitt made it fit.
Watch this bottom of your screen. Rucker-Furlow is all over this. Perfect ball and a good hands catch by Tyler, and when you're 6'3", 210, you have a big enough frame that even with perfect coverage, you can still make that catch.
A lot of movement here. Feed Hall, sweeping around behind Rudy. Big hit by McWood. He'll get about 6.
I love Cody Rudy. He's even got a little bit of a belly on him, which is awesome. Watch number 8 come around. They fake the zone. They go around left side of your screen. Rudy's looking for somebody. Get somebody. Get somebody else, Cody.
Former linebacker, a walk-on who earned a scholarship a couple of years ago. And they say look for him to get some touches this year, too. Plitt off the play fake. He's pressured. Finds Rudy. Bobble dropped. That's a tough play. Incomplete.
Nobody covered the receiver at the bottom of the screen. Watch this, John. They missed it. Plitt didn't see it. It was a corner blitz. Nobody covered him. Johannes Taylor saying, yo, I'm open. Total dropped coverage there, and Plitt didn't see it. It was a corner blitz. I don't know what Miami was doing. If it's a corner blitz, somebody else has to cover the receiver that side. That could have been a touchdown.
Ball State 2 of 4 on 3rd down. They're going to go empty here. 5 wide. Plitt launches. Hall in stride. Justin Hall right out of the hands of Singleton. Touchdown, Ball State. 66 yards.
And it never should have happened because there was tremendous pressure on Plitt. Watch the left side of your screen. It's a terrible overset by Blackwell. Plitt drops it in the bucket. You know, if you're a safety and you go for the ball, you got to get it. There's nobody behind you. A corner in front of you can try to make a play on the football like that. But if you're a safety and you go for the ball, you have to get it. There's nobody behind you.
Point after. Jack Knight hits it right. To Hall, a catch in all 37 career games. He's got the longest run in the FBS. He's got the most career catches in the FBS. And he's got both Ball State touchdowns as the Cardinals are on top.
With ServPro, our expert cleaning service helps reduce the spread of viral pathogens. Put the certified ServPro Clean Shield in your window and let your customers know that you're committed to a higher standard of clean. For a free quote, visit servpro.com.
At Chewy, we know the best moments with our pets are made even better with food. And we believe those moments don't have to cost more money. So you can save on their favorite meals in between meals. Late night snacks, toys that look like meals, and even the prescriptions that help them stay happy and healthy. At Chewy, we have quality food, treats, and toys for every kind of meal, delivered right to your door. Save 30% on your first auto ship order. Visit Chewy.com today.
Hi, Susan. Honey.
Yeah?
I respect that, but that cough looks pretty bad. Try this new Robitussin Honey Severe.
The real honey you love, plus the powerful cough relief you need.
Mind if I root through your trash?
New Robitussin Honey Severe. Strong relief for your severe symptoms.
It's so quiet and so peaceful until...
When
When you shoot the zesty burger sauce rapids on this new double cheeseburger papadilla, oh, you're gonna want to capsize in that Chunderdome of meat, cheese, and pickles. The new double cheeseburger papadilla and the return of double cheeseburger pizza. Papa John's.
Apartments.com makes getting into a new home easier than ever.
How hot do you think it is? 1 million. If only we had AC. I'm so happy.
Apartments.com, the most popular place to find a place.
When it comes to the home gating, you gotta have certain essentials. As long as I got my family, friends, Tostitos, my famous nachos.
You gotta have those.
We're good.
I'm okay with you being the nacho guy the rest of the season.
Tostitos, get to the good stuff.
College football on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Muscle Milk. With 0 sugar and 25 grams of protein, Muscle Milk helps build muscles. By Verizon, the network more people rely on gives you more. And by the Queso Burger, for just $3.99, only for a limited time at Sonic.
Through the years, the Lynch lineage and legacy of play calling for Ball State. Dad Bill, the OC in the early 90s, later the head coach. Older brother Joey, former quarterback, spent 11 years on staff, was the OC now at Colorado State. Brother Billy, OC at Rice, former Ball State wide receiver, and now Kevin Lynch, 5th year on the staff, 1st year as the OC, continues the legacy, and they continue to be a prolific big play offense.
I want you to take a look at the last touchdown. Watch Weatherford, the safety, and Rugamba, the corner. Rugamba is going to have the flat. Weatherford has the deep half of the field over there. So Rugamba's going to sit when he sees the out route in front of him. Here comes Weatherford. If you're Weatherford, you got to make that play.
And Ball State, big weapon in Justin Hall. They have found creative ways to feed him tonight. And here it's Kevin Davis, fed and tripped up a yard behind the line of scrimmage. And Miami having a tough time getting its run game going. There's a lot of different packages, a lot of personnel change for Miami. 2 to 4 guys at a time racing on and off.
Well, it's one of the things that coaches try to do. Different personnel groupings, different formations, different motions. Everything's designed to try to get you that little bit advantage, that little mismatch.
Play fake to Johnson, and Mayer gets dropped. Sacked in the backfield, Anthony Ekpe, the grad transfer from Rice.
Well, this is at least the 3rd time they tried to run that. Right side of your screen, Ekpe's working against Clark, and I mean, that he just goes right around him. Ekpe did not fall for the play action at all. They're trying to fake like it's a power to the left side, so Clark's taking the footwork, stepping into his left foot, and the bucket step to the right. But if the DN doesn't buy it at all, you're putting yourself in a really bad body posture.
Here's a really tough 3rd down and 19, and nothing. Christian Albright swallows up Ontario Russell. That'll be a loss of a yard just shy of the 15.
Yeah, they're going the wrong way there. This was kind of a giveaway play, just trying to get some yardage back. And he wanted to hit it up inside. Doyle, 54, was blocking Albright outside, but because the runner saw color, there's no way he could go up in the hole. He had to try to bounce it, and Albright correctly was just waiting for him. Good job by Tyler Stockton's defense there.
Tyler Stockton, 1st year as the defensive coordinator, 2nd on staff for Ball State. A couple of new coordinators there. Punt barely off cleanly for Dom Jobin.
It's short.
Bounces 45, takes a friendly roll to the opposite 43. That's where Ball State will touch. The Mountain West will be back tomorrow, 9 Eastern. More college football action. Wyoming Cowboys travel to Fort Collins. They'll battle Colorado State. The battle for the bronze boot right here on CBS Sports Network. Those shots from the 2017 matchup in a driving snowstorm. It was the Josh Allen-led drive to win it. It's been 4 straight wins in this Border War series for Wyoming.
When you think of Mountain West football, that image right there is what I think of. Snow. It should be mandatory there's snow for every Mountain West game.
Here, Caleb Huntley, what you think of on the ground for Ball State. He earns midfield.
That was about as good of a push up front as Ball State's had yet tonight on just an inside zone run there. Starting to push the Red Hawk defenders back a little bit.
And Miami lost Doug Costin, outstanding D tackle. He got picked up by the Jaguars, and Bart Barati, DB. Oh, nice little purposeful pause by Huntley. And he's able to cut up and fall just a yard shy of the first two.
I like the alliteration there, John. Purposeful pause. Watch this. You're right, though. I don't know what they were off there. That was not. I mean, I don't know if it was purposeful. They come with a quick quarterback sneak there, too.
And it looks like the spot has him. Well, it depends. Head linesman on the near side has him a yard short. On the far side, yep, they're going to signal first down.
You know, I've been seeing that more and more this year, John, at every level of football, where the linesmen and the head linesmen come in, and they're off by like 3/4 of a yard. I noticed that in the Cowboys-Eagles Sunday night a couple times where there was a big difference in where these guys wanted to spot the football from either side.
Here's a big man, Austin Ertl, jogging off the field just in time. Plitt swings it out, little long for Hall. That could have been dangerous. They're better off with the drop. You know, with that in mind, I feel like I don't see measurements anymore. They hardly ever happen. We have more definitive spots early this year.
Yeah, you know, I thought about that. If I was a ref, I wouldn't feel like measuring it that much either. I'd look
just
over,
eyeball it.
Plus, I would like having the power. You know what I mean? I like having the power to look at me like, he got it. Or, no, 4th down.
Yeah, this feels like this could be a swing possession here. Plitt off the fake. He has had some wide open targets. Antoine Davis has another Red Hawk tumbles. And Huntley way downfield helping the block. They're in the red zone.
Yeah, Miami's had some dropped coverages, and they've also now had some issues with over-aggressiveness. Weatherford's having a rough night. I mean, Weatherford, the safety, has to make that tackle right there. It's okay that Davis catches it, but you can't miss the tackle. Again, you're the safety. There's really nobody behind you.
32 yards. So Antoine Davis, over 80 yards, a couple of 30-plus yard plays. Oh, what a scene. Easy free run for Will Jones. So he gets to the 6. That'll be a gain of 6.
I like this play call here. Kind of a delayed sprint draw. Takes a little bit of time. The linemen stand up almost like they're pass blocking a little bit. And that causes the D linemen to rush. Watch, the linemen go up the field. The linebackers kind of wait. They're not really sure. It's an interesting tempo for a run there. Most runs are hard and fast. That was slow and smooth.
Your man Cody Rudy is back in. He's leading the toss play for Huntley. And he gets hammered. That'll be no gain. Good team pursuit. Ben Kimpler, part of the pile there to meet Huntley.
Yeah, Ryan McWood got in there as well. Love the stories of guys like McWood. You know, to walk on at this level and then lead them in tackles, so impressive. I'm not sure. Sorry, go ahead, John.
What do you want here on 3rd down?
Well, 3rd and 4, you know, Plitt has enough athleticism that you can get him on the move a little bit. Whether it's an RPO game, under center, I would expect this to be some type of play action. And now I would expect them to pass it on 3rd down.
Infraction. Offense number 72. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Goes on the center, Anthony Todd, replacing a 3-year starter in Andrew Paynish. Are you thinking 1st down, or are you thinking touchdown? You can get to the 2 and get a fresh set.
Yeah, they're thinking touchdown. Right. I mean, I don't think you call a play here thinking, hey, we can get to the 2 or the 1. I mean,
right.
Now on 3rd and 9, now you'd expect them to really open it up. 3 or 4 receivers out of the shotgun. Mike New, the play caller and head coach, he's got some specific plays. Trips to the left side. 3 receivers, there's only 3 guys covered him. It's 3 over 3 there.
Plitt, backside pressure. He doesn't feel it, and he's down. Dominique Robinson, the converted wide receiver, closing in with help from Lonnie Phelps.
Man, that was outstanding coverage. That should not have happened. I mean, you got 3 for 3 up there. Now, they got physical on Tyler in the slot. I love the relentless nature so far of Dominique Robinson.
So here is Jack Knight, the redshirt freshman. First career field goal attempt, 34 yards for number 34. And Knight misses it wide right. That is a big stop for Miami.
That is gigantic. You know, the difference between a 2-score game and a 1-score game, his first field goal pushes it just right over the right upright. Miami is still within 1 score.
We made USAA insurance for members like Martin, an Air Force veteran made of doing what's right, not what's easy. So when a hailstorm hit, USAA reached out before he could even inspect the damage.
That's how you do it right.
USAA insurance is made just the way Martin's family needs it. With hassle-free claims, he got paid before his neighbor even got started. Because doing right by our members, that's what's right. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
I don't even think I can make this at home for $3.99.
No, you have to buy the meat, you have to buy the queso, you have to buy the bread, you have to buy the cheese, you gotta buy the grill, you gotta buy everything.
Queso burger.
Ooh.
It's time for Sleep Number's Veterans Day sale on the Sleep Number 360 smart bed. You can adjust your comfort on both sides, your sleep number setting.
Can it help me fall asleep faster?
Yes, by gently warming your feet.
But can it help keep me asleep?
Absolutely. It intelligently senses your movements and automatically adjusts to keep you both effortlessly comfortable.
Will it help me keep up with Mom?
You got this.
So you can really promise better sleep?
Not promise, prove. And now, during our Veterans Day sale, save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition smart bed, now $17.99. Only for a limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
DiGiorno has 7 delicious crusts, and your family food critics will rave. Rising Crust is fresh baked deliciousness. Stuffed crust is literally mouth-watering. There's a 5-star pizza for everyone in your family to love. It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno.
One shake, and cats come running. So, be careful what you shake. Temptations cat treats. All it takes is a shake.
Hi, Susan. Honey.
Yeah?
I respect that, but that cough looks pretty bad. Try this new Robitussin Honey Severe.
The real honey you love, plus the powerful cough relief you need.
Mind if I root through your trash?
New Robitussin Honey Severe. Strong relief for your severe symptoms.
Field goal miss. Wide right from Jack Knight. Coming up on the Verizon Halftime Report, Adam Zucker, Brian Jones, Rick Neuheisel in our New York studio. They'll preview Clemson, Notre Dame, Florida, Georgia, Michigan, Indiana. Big weekend and a 2019 season recap in the MAC. It all heads your way on the Verizon Halftime Report. Miami's lost its starting quarterback, Brett Gabbert, after a helmet-to-helmet hit. Back up A.J. Mayer off the play fake. Take a shot. Target open. Connects. Kevin Davis. Attacking the NFL caliber corner, Antonio Phillips.
Well, Mayer was late to get him the ball. I mean, he was wide open. They dropped the coverage on him. He waited way long and gave Phillips a chance to almost make a play on it.
That's 27 yards. And Davis has vacillated from running back to wide receiver, back again, a freshman. Oh, nice run. What a burst. Jalen Thomas takes out Davion Johnson, but he gets a first down.
Davion Johnson's been impressive. We're getting close to 2 minutes here in the first half. If you take a look at this run, it's just inside zone to the left. It's really a zone read. Well blocked again. Miami correctly taking their time now, I think. John, they're really trying to serve two masters here, right? You're trying to go ahead and score, but also not give Ball State enough time.
There, take another shot, another open target. Sorensen, acrobatic leap, and he cannot bring it in. Is this ball a little off here?
Well, you don't ever want to throw it so far out of bounds that the guy can't make a play. You got to let him make a play in the field of play. Catches it, does he get 1 foot down? No, that left foot's out. Heck of an effort there by Sorensen, but the left foot's out. It was a nice, sweet stroke by Mayer. He's got an impressive arm. Watch, you'll see. He just makes him drift a little too far. If Mayer would have been able to contort that left leg back a little bit more and get that left toe tap in.
Davion Johnson, giant hole, past Phillips. And knocked down by Brandon Martin. This is the best drive Miami's had all night.
Are we sure that's their third string running back? I mean, look at this guy. Inside zone to the right, well blocked at the point of attack, man on man. Terrific finish by Goldesleeve, the center. And Davion Johnson's special in space.
So do things change at all as things get compressed closer to the end zone here? What do you think?
Well, look, they're doing a nice job of taking their time here. You know, both teams have 3 timeouts. Really, after this play, Ball State should think about using the timeout.
Why not go back to Johnson this time to sniff it out? Gets about a yard, and you saw the shot of the kicker, Jack Knight, who missed wide right by not much. And it could have made it a 2-score game. We'll get a timeout here.
Charge timeout. Ball State. Their first of the half.
So they'll talk things over. 2nd and 9. The backup QB feeling for Miami.
At Chewy, we know walks are made better with our furry friends, and we're here to make those walks easier every step of the way. From tasty treats on the go to toys that keep them moving. Whether it's rain or shine, get everything they need, even prescriptions to help them stay healthy. At Chewy, we have leashes, toys, and treats for every kind of walk, delivered right to your door. Get fast, free 1 to 2 day shipping. Visit chewy.com today.
Yep.
Welcome on back, Oxford, Ohio, the Red Brick City. Ball State on top 14-7. Had a chance to make it a 2-score game, but a field goal miss from 34 yards out by Jack Knight. And now with backup QB A.J. Mayer on the field, Chuck Martin and the reigning champs are eyeballing a game-tying score in the season opener. A.J. Mayer, the backup QB. Play fake. Tip ball incomplete. Looking for Sorensen. J.T. Waukee in coverage, but active hands up front, Brandon Martin.
Well done by Martin. This is an RPO. It puts Martin in a bind. Watch him get the left, actually his right hand up. That's exactly the guy they're trying to put in a bind on the RPO. They fake the run. Martin just able to get back into the slant window right there to get a hand on it. 3rd and 9. I don't think they're going to fake the run here.
They've averaged 3rd down and double-digit yards. Play fake. Mayer doesn't feel it. He's down. The pressure arrives again, and once again, the master of the tackle for loss, Christian Albright, with the sack.
Timeout, Ball State. Their 2nd of the half.
The timeout, Cardinals. Defensive coordinator Tyler Stockton said that Christian Albright is an elite pass rusher.
Watch the right side of your screen. Albright's going to come with an outside move against Clark. Watch his hands. Watch Albright, little shake, gets the right arm down by Clark. Clark was leaning forward too much. That's well done by Albright. But as an offensive lineman, anytime you're bending at the waist like that and you're forward, you are really susceptible to getting beat clean like that. You want to sit back and have your weight back. Clark had his weight forward, and it hurt him dearly.
Now keep in mind, both teams have freshman kickers. Mayer, the backup quarterback, also the holder on specials. Henry Beckett, 20 of 32 his senior year of high school with a long of 52.
That's a lot of field goals for high school.
Here he tries from 37. His first in college. And Beckett boots it. Good. Well, Miami got to the red zone, was thinking tie game, but they get the points. And, you know, the Jack Knight is thinking about his miss that has this a 4-point game instead of a touchdown game.
The way it's looking right now, Knight will probably get another opportunity later in this game. Nice job by Ball State holding them to a field goal there with the tip and the sack. They used 2 of their timeouts, 43 seconds left and 1 timeout. with a redshirt senior quarterback, depending on where they get the ball here on the kickoff return, I would think they're going to be aggressive. Look, Mike New's not going over the plays right there, John, to tell them we're taking a knee.
Yeah, they are electric, super explosive. We've already seen a scoring drive in less than 2 minutes. And the return game, part of the question. So Dom Jobin ready to kick. Justin Hall, the deeper return man. We've seen him score a rushing touchdown. He also has a receiving touchdown. For Miami, it used to be touchback central when Sam Sloman was the kicker. That's not the case anymore. Ball State will have a shot. And a big hit on specials as Isaac James Gray, the Indiana transfer, gets to around the 23. Next Wednesday, 7 Eastern, Ball State returns. They'll get a visit from conference foe Eastern Michigan. The MACtion will continue here on CBS Sports Network. Eastern Michigan, 3 bowl appearances in the last 4 years, but Plitt cut them up last year with 4 touchdowns, and you'll be on that call. You get back-to-back MACtion.
Can't wait. Be with my buddy Ben Holden, and should be an awesome game. Chris Creighton's done a terrific job with that Eastern Michigan program up in Ypsilanti. It should be another great Wednesday night game.
Oh, and you nailed the pronunciation, too. The late handoff to Huntley. I think Ben would probably really get you on that one, right?
Yeah, I'm surprised that they, usually you want to have the first play be successful, so sometimes it's a screen or a draw, but not what you're looking for there.
Plitt finds Tyler trying to get out of bounds. 18 seconds, 1 timeout, forced to call a couple when they eventually held Miami to a field goal.
Coach New told us this week that about the 33-yard line is where they need to get a 50-yard field goal for Jack Knight. So they still got to go about 40 yards.
Plitt pressured, trying to jump the route. The timing just there for Ball State and Yohines Tyler. That was nearly a pick. It's a first down.
Well, Emmanuel Rugumba, the corner of that side, he's an NFL prospect as well. Plitt better be careful.
Plitt, pocket holds, plenty of time, having to go underneath to Hall. That's not going to help matters much. 7 seconds. Clock frozen. And it looks like we did get a timeout here.
I thought they got the timeout with more like 9 seconds remaining, which does make a difference. So now with 7 seconds, if you're still going to try to get into field goal range, you probably have to try to use up 5 or 6 of these seconds and get to maybe the 35-yard line and get out of bounds. You can't catch it in the middle of the field. I don't know that they'll be able to get up to the clock, get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it before they set the chains. Now they did put 3 more seconds back on, so that makes a big difference. Now they got 10, John. So now they could theoretically have 2 plays before a field goal attempt.
We have not seen Jalen McGoy employed much. He is one of their burners. He was a high school track star. He and Trevor Holt are probably the 2 fastest go route options for Ball State, and it looks like he won't be out there here.
So 2nd and 1 means that pretty much any positive yardage they get, the clock will stop because it's college football until the chains are set, so that would give them a chance to spike it.
Only a 3-man rush. Plitt loses the football. Scoops it up. And Plitt takes a slide and then gets hammered by Camden Rogers. And the flag comes out.
Well, not only that, they needed to stop the clock with 3 or 4 seconds left. It was a first down. Clock stops in college football on a first down. And now they are going to get in field goal range.
And Rogers, a freshman linebacker.
You just don't need it. They just get overeager. I think they're talking about how late the slide was and whether or not the slide was too late for the linebacker to be able to pull up.
Is that a mental, emotional error by a young player who saw his quarterback take a hit to the helmet?
I don't think it has anything to do with that. I think it's just Rogers trying to make a play, And everything happens so much faster on a football field than people realize when you're watching it at home or you got slow-mo. I mean, you're a linebacker out there. You're flying around.
The ruling on the field is that the runner was down for a first down with 1 second to go on the clock. Set the clock to 1 second. After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Defense number 4, 15-yard penalty. Result, 1st and 10. Because the clock is under 2 minutes, the accepted penalty will cause the clock to start on the snap.
So because it starts on the snap, they will be able to get a field goal attempt here. Take a look at the clock. That's huge. I mean, the penalty is huge for 2 reasons. Starts to slide. Yeah, you can't hit him there. There's 4 seconds left. I mean, there was 4 seconds left, not 1. It doesn't matter. They would kick a field goal either way at this point. But there was more like 4, maybe 3 seconds.
Jack Knight looking for redemption. He's missed from 34, from 50 yards out. The freshman Jack Knight short.
That's the end of the first half.
Well, they got into the cusp of the range you talked about that they wanted, and they don't have a chance to add on.
It was going to be right down the middle. Knight hit it exactly on target, just not able to get it over. Take a look how close he got. Oh, man, almost hit the crossbar. He needed about another yard and a half on that.
And so through a half, it's 14-10. Ball State leads Miami. After the break, Adam Zucker, Brian Jones, Rick Neuheisel, the Verizon Halftime Report in New York. College football on CBS Sports Network, presented by Geico.
You know what they say? You can't watch football all day.
No joke.
If you don't start in the morning.
Yeah, that's not hyperbole. That's the fact.
I believe him. That other pregame show. Sundays at 8 on CBS.